Welcome back to the channel. My name's Jesse and it's so good to see you. Rumor is there's going to be northern lights tonight, so today I am camping in the desert of southern New Mexico and hunting a picture of the northern lights with my truck in the frame as well. It's gonna be epic and I hope you'll come along for the ride. I do not have a lot of time. I have to get everything packed up because the sun is already there and it's barely 3 o'clock. And I'm trying to get out of here so I can find a camping spot when I still have daylight. On top of that, my taillight is not currently in the truck. See, I'm building a set of custom LED taillights for my truck, and I didn't know where there was going to be auroras or northern lights tonight. I thought last night was it, and you snooze, you lose, but apparently that's not the case. So now I'm rushing around trying to get this done so I can go camping. That's why it won't start. Sorry, buddy, I have to take your battery here for a little bit. I approve of that. Plug our fridge in. I'm only gonna bring breakfast today because I don't have time to cook once I get out there. It's gonna be dark, and so I'm gonna stop by the gas station anyway. So I'm gonna stop at Maverick. If you've never been there, good pizza. And their mini tacos are phenomenal. I love them. I just need to grab a handful more things, and obviously my eggs and all that for breakfast, and I'm getting on the road. All right, baby, let's go. We got school traffic. We're going the wrong way. I can make it up. Boogie some more. I'm not making it before dark, but that's okay. So they had fresh pizza and mini tacos. Border Patrol check. It got really dark really fast. That's a bumpy road. I was out here like a few months ago and I found a cool spot, but boy, this doesn't look like it. But I'm like 90% sure it is by the maps. Yeah, I think this is gonna do. It's getting a little bit cold, so somewhere I have my shirt. Man, I tell you, this spotlight is really, really nice. Glad I bought it. It was expensive. It was like 50 bucks. But well worth it. So how about you tell me, how was your week? How's the past month since I've last seen you been? I have been super busy myself, but you know, life goes on, huh? I think I'm going to unplug my fridge because my jump box is in my car right now and I really don't want to be stranded out here. If worse comes to worse, I have this Jackery, which is not good for much, but it has a 12-volt outlet. And so if I absolutely have to, I could cut the cord for my fridge and rig something up to charge my battery. But I'd rather the battery not die. So I'm unplugging the fridge. It is taco time, baby. And I mean it when I say that the Maverick mini tacos, bro, A+. They are so good. Even cold. Like, I don't know, it's got like some green chili maybe in it. It's some sort of chili. And shredded beef, and they're about that big. So good. And that's about it. So I'm just gonna sit here for a bit and man, hopefully these northern lights come out and we can see something really cool. Alright, I am currently setting my camera up. You can't really see anything, but you can see it on camera. I'm gonna go get like focused on my truck, then I'll set the timer to where the shutter will be open for several seconds, and we'll see what we can get. Man, oh man, I really wish you could see this out here. It's coming out great on the camera. Here's some pictures for you. And you can just barely see this with a naked eye. And there's like no movement out here. except for maybe a few mice. Can you see anything? I can't see anything. That's what I'm looking at. A whole lot of nothing. I'm gonna sit out here for just a little bit longer and get a few more pictures, and maybe one or two of them will turn out. That is, if I'm lucky. Night photography is very tricky, so I won't be able to see until I get home and process these photos. I just saw a kangaroo rat around here. I was using my flashlight to light up the landscape, and he just took off across here. Ooh, there's a bunch of holes here. He probably lives here. These things don't like people, so he's not coming back out as long as I'm here. Okay, well that was exciting. I stayed out quite late. It's now about 10 o'clock. And reports say that all this stuff is kind of dying down, so the lights are only going to get harder and harder to see. And they're already hard to see with the naked eye. And these are some wool socks. I think they're wool socks that I got at Cabela's. And they were pretty cheap, I think. I can't even remember what I paid for them. But, ooh, those feel good. I suffer from cold feet. Sure, my feet literally get cold, but I also get cold feet when I'm trying new things, or even when I'm camping. A lot of the time, just ask my brothers. I will say I'm going to go camping, and then I don't. And I'm trying to work on that, trying to fix that. It's always worth it when I come out here and spend time with you guys, but it's so nerve-wracking whenever I'm about to do it, and I'm like, oh, I don't feel like doing it, and then I come out here and do it anyway, and it's totally worth it. All right, well, I need to turn these lights out so I don't wear my Suburban's battery out. I'm gonna use my little camping light to read, but as far as you're concerned, I'm going to bed, so I'll see you in the morning.
Good morning. It is currently about 7 a.m. and I would say about 43-ish degrees, so it's not very cold, but I still don't want to get out of bed. And I'm just gonna chill here until I feel like getting up.
Man, what a beautiful morning. These mountains are across from those mountains where there is a lake, and that lake is currently running dry, and that's only at like 3 or 4% capacity last I heard. That's a lake that we used to go camping at as kids. The lake starts about 10 miles that way, but the lake would come all the way up here and we'd camp up here. But alas, those days are gone. What can you do? Like, I can't make it rain or snow in Colorado so that the melt will come down here. So you just gotta kind of roll with the punches. Speaking of which, let's see what kind of punches I'll have to roll with starting you. None. Beautiful. I left the fridge unplugged all night. This should... yeah, the food's still cold. The good thing about the desert is it warms up pretty fast. So even though it's 40-something degrees, it's really not that bad right now. Which is great because this table is being really frustrating. Come here, bud. Using the big boy today, just because what I'm doing for breakfast requires precision. And a butane like stovetop is not gonna give me that precision. Walmart has these in the frozen section. These are called Southern style chicken fillets, I believe. And there was a rumor on Instagram that these taste just like Chick-fil-A. And I can 100% guarantee you, yes, they taste just like Chick-fil-A. So I'm gonna cut some of this up and make a burrito, because I had that yesterday and it was quite good. And I might throw some hash browns in it today, but I'm not sure. I got my little mini container of creamer here. It's probably too much, but you know what? Don't care. No, that's alright actually. It's not too sweet. Alright, looks like our chicken is nice and heated up. Come on, bud. Give me the butter. Do I really want to mess with hash browns right now? Yeah, I do. Ooh, this has a lot of water in it. This is probably going to make some noise. I think I have too much chicken. It means I get to eat some of this. Some hash browns in there. Chicken. Oh, buddy. Alright, that's cooled down at least. Yeah, it's still quite hot. I got this new chair. They had it at Harbor Freight. And we're gonna try it out. It seems more comfortable than the one that I've been using. Because the one I've been using is like, whereas this one's nice and flat, and then the back is nice and flat. I think I prefer this. And so far, it's much more comfortable. I just don't know how long this thing's gonna last. That is so good. I'm glad I added the hash browns in there. Because the burrito I had yesterday with this, it was only egg and the chicken, and it was pretty good. But the hash browns just add such a nice additional flavor. Especially if you salt them and pepper them properly. Alright, well it is not even 9 o'clock and it's too hot for this shirt jacket thing already. I think the way that you take this apart, there we go, let's just do that. Not bad. My table is starting to pringle and I don't trust it out here anymore when I'm driving. So I'm just going to take it off and throw it inside the truck. Got all my trash. Well, before I pack up and leave, I'm going to wander down the road here and see if I can find the place I thought I was going to last night. You be good while I'm gone, alright? I now see my error. I went that way. Should have went this way. Or not. I don't know what's going on here. Huh. Alright, that looks like plastic. Let's go see. Yeah, so see, here's the big plastic tube, and here's the road. So, I wouldn't have been able to make it anyway. And you can see this road goes all the way to those mountains over there. These little things are called arroyos, and these are what feed the lake I was talking about earlier. It comes down through here and goes straight out to the lake. And this part of the desert of New Mexico, all you see is mesquite bushes for miles and miles. There's not really much else. And on that note, there's no worries about deer, bears, any other kind of animal. Maybe the occasional kangaroo rat, or snakes if it's summer and warm enough. Probably the biggest thing you would find out here would be, I don't know, a coyote, but they tend to stay away from people. There's the burb. And about, I don't know, 15 or 20 miles that way, there's a mountain you can go through that has some really neat rock formations. They have grills there and even an outhouse. And I bet that area is beautiful when it snows. So I'll add that to my to-do list or to camp list. Hey buddy, were you good while I was gone? I kept having bad dreams last night about my white truck and it being irreparable. And I only recently got it going good again, so I think that's my sign to get rid of it before something bad happens. But aside from that, I think I'm gonna pack up and get out of here because it's starting to get hot. My tire looks super low for some reason, but I've got a bike pump and I'm gonna do that. I didn't even buy the bike pump to do that. I bought the bike pump because my Suburban has an air lift system between the axle and the frame of the truck, to where if I'm hauling a heavy load, I can just add air and lift the truck up and it'll be a lot more stable. And I bought the bike pump to be able to do that and not have to carry a compressor around. But now the bike pump's coming in quite handy, I would say. Okay, well, it's not aired up all the way, but it's aired up enough. It'll get me home where I have my air compressor. Okay, well, I am all packed up and ready to go. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And remember, tomorrow is going to be how tomorrow is going to be, whether you choose to enjoy today or not. So you might as well enjoy today. That's what I did last night, and that's what I'm going to keep doing until we meet again. Thanks for watching.